Hey guys and girls, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of the Blood and Bones done in 60 days. How's it going? I'm here with Nemsun. We're looking very green.
Hello.
Hello. We are going to be doing some turtling today, but we have some things to set up before we go in. Yes, and we have a couple of things I want to show you first as well. You're probably going to want to go watch Nemsun's episode on this, but it's a clever little trick that we came up with that includes a nether portal, isn't it?
Oh yes,
yes. We spoke about it in the last episode, saying we was going to do it, and Nemsun installed it. I believe it was yesterday you installed it, didn't you? Into here. We've thrown a nether portal right at the back because, well, you might have noticed whenever I'm doing stuff over there, you can always hear the guys coming in through the nether portal. And we realised that the nether portal, they actually spawn in the portal, don't they? It doesn't matter if they're there or not. They just spawn in it.
There's a dude now. A belf just went in there.
Yeah.
And he's dead. And we've got his loot drops.
Yep. So by killing loads of belfs, spidery guys, all the things that spawn from inside there, we realised it was getting loads of string and loads of the silicon that we're going to need. So, and because they don't burn in fire, you just popped it right in there, and we're getting loads of drops from them. Yep.
Nice and simple.
Yep.
Easy mob farm.
Yep.
And just a quick addition as well.
String, silicon, simples. Simples.
And posh.
Although I might have to whip out a cake before we go in, because cake is life.
Cake is the lie of the mod pack.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think anyone's realised yet. You explained it in your video, but cake isn't affected by the Spice of Life mod, in which you can only eat so many before you start getting a diminished return on the food that you eat. Cake doesn't suffer from that rule. So you can eat as much cake as you like, and you get the same amount of little chicken bars every single time.
So we're going to live off cake.
Breaking the mod pack again. So, Nemsun and I have been doing digging, and we've made a load of cobalt, and Nemsun's made a turtle, and we're going to be setting that up today. But I want to show you guys in here first the route in which we're going to do it. So, we was talking earlier, we said we're probably going to take a core sample again, aren't we, to see what the Nethers holds for us in one chunk.
Yeah, to figure out exactly where we should be digging before we just start digging randomly. I always like to take a core sample, like a professional miner or something. I don't know who professionally takes core samples. Somebody professionally takes core samples of places. But yeah, that's the idea. We did it in the overworld.
Yeah.
We're going to do it in the nether.
I think archaeological guys do it, or people who go to the Antarctic to dig up aliens. They always take core samples.
People who go to dig up Captain America.
Yeah, that's it. But we're doing it in the nether. We're looking for ores, not Captain America.
Oh, look at this. It's made it even worse now, look.
I think you're invisible for me at the minute. Oh, no, there you are. You've popped back.
Portal stuff, yeah.
Yeah, this is... we're not too sure what this is just yet, but it eats everything it touches. I tried to... I was going to show you guys how to bottle it earlier, but it turns out we can't bottle it because it ate the vacuum thing that I used and my tank. So I haven't got one of those. Yes, good.
It doesn't explode on contact with a flame either or anything like that.
No. It's not one of the electric clouds, because I thought it was an electric one, but it's not. Because the electric ones, if you look on my mini-map at the minute, they're green. You see the green bits?
Just about.
Like the green blobs. They're the electric clouds. The blue ones, I'm not 100% sure what they are, but they just eat everything in sight. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But this is where Nemsun's dug up to, and we're going to carry on digging for a little while to try and get a nice area to set the turtle off, I think. We're going to use some things and whatnot and just keep going up, because we want to get as far up as we can to the bedrock ceiling, so that way when we do a core sample we'll get as much of it as possible. So we can get, hopefully, well, hopefully we get some pig iron, hopefully we can get some of the other rare ores. I would like some vulcanite. And once we've done this and got more turtles, we can start setting them off in the overworld as well, because there's loads of ores in the overworld that we haven't even found yet from doing the 2 samples that we've done. Well, the 1.5, because I didn't finish the other one properly. But yeah, we haven't found any of the ores of the other ones, the special ones that I need to get into blood magic, and we also need them for things like auto enchanters, so that we can use the mob juice more effectively than having to keep bottling it and drinking it and placing it down and such. So yeah. That's a thing. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to dig this up, and we're going to make our way up, and then we'll be back to set off and do some turtle action. She'll see us all. Alright, so we've made our way up to the top, We're pretty much at bedrock, so there's no real need to go any further than that. We've got a cake, which is the first priority, and Nemsun's just setting up the turtle lay now to get going. And the one thing with turtles, why you might be wondering it's taken us so long to do this, because the turtle recipe is like massively changed as far as actually making it goes, because you need to use the cobalt tools instead of the regular diamond tools. So a mining turtle requires a cobalt pick, so you need sticks and 3 bits of cobalt, and obviously we know we can only get cobalt from the nether, but we have to make our way up through all the different tool levels before we can do that. So yeah, there's like what, 10 different levels we've gone through. It's not your regular like you make your way up to Ardite or whatnot, and then you can do cobalt. You've got to go right through them to get to it. But
yeah, it's quite a lot of stuff you've got to get to make a turtle.
Yeah, it's not easy.
And then getting the turtle to actually be crafted is hard work as well, because the mining pick didn't go on for me.
No. Well, this is, I looked on the forums and things, and apparently it's meant to, but it's still being worked on a little bit. Maybe it'll be fixed in an update. But if you actually put that in a crafting grid, it doesn't work. You need to use the turtle equip line to be able to attach the pick to the turtle for it to work. Well, that's what you had to do, isn't it?
Yeah. It's turtle dot equip. Right, and then
yeah,
that in chat, but in the lure, and while it's got the pick in its selected slot in the turtle,
yeah,
to make it dig it out, to attach it. I didn't even know that existed, that thing, to be honest.
Most people don't use it anymore because you don't really need to use it anymore, do you?
Yeah, you just craft a turtle normally. I didn't know it was there. But now I do. Oh, I've thought of some funky things I can do with turtle equip. You can change the weapons. I've seen all the little turtles with like crescent hammers and turtles, obviously with swords and stuff. Oh,
yeah.
I got a ding.
All the little crafty turtles.
Yeah, crafty turtles and all that. If I can equip them now. Oh wow! Check this out.
What you get?
What did I get? Look at the skill level on that one.
You're a grand master.
I'm a grand master at diggy diggy.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Cool beans. Alright guys, well we're going to let the turtle do its thing for a little while. And maybe help it along the way a tad. And once we've got some ores and we've got a little better idea of where we stand as far as making stuff goes, we'll be back to hopefully do some funky things. Alright, so we're back. And I had to take a small break. Hence why my pick main looks slightly different, because I've been doing a fair few things. And it hasn't really worked out, unfortunately. I know we've been your saviours of making this mod pack look easy, but we actually have come into a snag. It's quite a horrible snag, I must admit, which we should have foreseen, but we didn't. So I'm going to have to find a way around this, but let me take you into the Nether, where we set off the turtles. And I'm going to go and explain a few things about turtles. So, turtles, firstly, mine down, or they mine whichever direction you put them in when you use the excavate or the tunneling one. And there's a slight problem with this, because we forgot that the Certus quartz ore in the Nether explodes, and thus our first turtle exploded. Yes, which sucks. So the Nether's actually become a lot harder to mine. Oh, someone's blown up. Yeah, the turtle exploded, which sucked. So I'll show you what we've got up there and where he got down to. He did a fairly decent job, and we got a couple of good things, but that's not the end of the failing. There has been much failing between this and the last part that I recorded, which sucks. And the most major one is when we get to the top of this ladder, I'll show you. The most major fail has to be that, well, except for that giant spider right there, I died. I did a death, guys. I failed you. I failed you. Can we kill this guy? Oh my god, he's really strong. Yeah, I died. And it was due to hellfish. I completely forgot about hellfish being a thing. We've been into the Nether a few times, and I've never once seen or got attacked by a hellfish. And we decided that it would be... Oh my god, here comes millions of guys. Yeah, we thought it would be a fun idea to go down and help the turtle out do some mining. So we went down with it, and we started mining bits away, and hence a hellfish came out, like a little silverfish that's red and sets you alight. We killed it, and then millions of them came out. Millions of them! Nemsun died, I died, everything died, the turtle died. It sucked, but I managed to get most of my stuff back, which isn't too bad, so we're not looking too bad there. We dug out the top and whatnot, and when I was digging out the top, I actually managed to find myself a piece of sanguinite, which is pretty cool, because that's kind of hard to find, but you got a decent amount of stuff. You know, we got viroxes, lemurite, got a load of tin, copper, got a bit of ardite, some essence and stuff, so we got a fairly decent amount of bits, but we never managed to make it really that far down before it hit quartz and exploded, which kind of sucks. So, I decided to go to the overworld and try another turtle out there. I went and got some more cobalt, tried it out in the overworld, and we had another fail. Well, I had another fail. I blew up the turtle again, because I thought he would be fine, but then he went underground, he hit a pocket of gas that was right next to some lava, and he exploded again. So, no matter which way we do the turtle, ultimately, it's going to explode. So, and you know, cobalt's really hard to find, so I don't want to keep wasting cobalt to make turtles. So I've come up with a plan. And we're not going to do it this episode because it's going to take me a little time to do it. But there is a program on the internet, a computer craft pre-built program, which is quite a famous mining program, which allows you to, how it works is instead of digging along in rows, it digs down right at one point, and then it mines three layers at the right below bedrock or above bedrock. And then what it does is it searches for ores around it, so it limits the amount of time it takes to mine. It's meant to be faster than a Buildcraft quarry on stable speed. And because it doesn't mine everything, because it misses out certain blocks, you can specify the blocks that it misses out, it's fairly fast and fairly efficient. But the problem with the program, it's an overworld program. And I tried it in the overworld, and that's when the turtle exploded because it hit lava and gas. And that's really unavoidable, you can't get around that. So, my plan is going to be, I'm going to take that program and I'm going to try and alter the program slightly. Because what you do with the program is, if I grab this, we got another turtle over here I think, a little spare one. Yeah, I've got a spare turtle, I'll show you. When it's like this, how the program works, if you've never used it before, is you place in the top slots here the blocks that you don't want it to mine. So it will try its hardest not to mine things like stone, dirt, gravel and such, which is cool. But in the overworld, it still hits gas and explodes, which kind of sucks. I wonder if I can pick a turtle up that way. No. But in the nether, it's going to work, but I need to alter it so it'll work in the nether so that it won't mine quartz. So that's why I got the pickaxe here with the silky, because I went and picked up some quartz that's in block form so that I can actually tell the turtle to do it. But it looks like with that program, it's only to work in the overworld. So I need to basically tinker around that program to get it to work in the nether. And then once I've done that, I'll probably share it with you guys, because it's going to be a fairly handy when you get to that point of turtling the nether and not wanting your turtle to explode. Yes. So we're going to leave turtles for today. Nemsun's gone to do some things. He's probably gone to, I don't know, clean his kettle or something. And we're going to do a bit of big reactors. But we're going to make a little reactor. I've started making it over here. And it's kind of weird because a lot of the recipes have been nerfed. A lot of these changes have made it so that you have to use some of the really expensive overworld metallurgy ores. We haven't even found one of them yet to be able to do that, but big reactors hasn't actually been changed. So doing big reactors still requires steel, but it just needs graphite and yellorium. Yellorium's not that hard to find, and graphite is just smelted coal, which gives you the graphite, or you can do the dust form as well, but that gives you graphite. And to make a small reactor from big reactors is not actually that hard. I think I've got most of the stuff. So I've made my reactor casing. We just need to make the imports, the control panels and the power taps and the fuel rod section first. So that's what we're going to do today. So let's grab some stuff from reactors. So the first thing we're going to need is going to be a reactor control rod, which is going to go up the top. So we need a bit of redstone. Let's grab this guy and we'll make one of these. We're going to need ourselves a fuel rod as well, which is this guy, yellorium fuel rod. So if we've got enough for that, we have. And we only need one because we're going to make the smallest of reactors to start with. But it's going to be giving us enough power to power a fairly decent amount of machines, as long as we can get more yellorium. We need reactor access ports, so we're probably going to need 2 of these. So I think I have some pistons over here that we can use. But it's a shame about the turtle. It was such a good idea, and it failed so miserably. And I promise I didn't rage quit. I didn't. I took a few minutes to reflect upon the idea and try and come up with a appropriate solution. Yeah, I'm going to use that one. Although I do need some wood. Let's go upstairs and grab some wood so we can make the rest of all of these bits. Wait, do I even need wood? We've got this. We need reactor power tap. We need some chests, don't we? Yeah, let's go grab some wood from upstairs and we'll be able to do that. So, but yeah, like I say, this should give us a decent amount of power. Let's grab all of these. Make a couple of chests. There we go. Make another one. Cool beans. And yeah, as long as we can find the Electrum, this will allow us to power most of our machines, and I can store a load of power as well, because the first 2 tiers of the energy cubes that I had around here a minute ago, I think have I got one on me? I don't think I've made one yet. Yeah, they can. They're not that expensive. Once you get to Damascus steel, it's fairly straightforward with those guys. You need a little bit of a weird type of glass, next utilities type of glass, but that's only sand and glass combined to make thickened glass like this, and then you smelt it. So it's not actually that bad. I kind of thought the big reactors would have been nerfed, but they haven't. So you know, I'm all up for big reactors not being nerfed. Makes life so much easier. So let's grab a diamond, and we'll make our controller. And what am I missing for my controller? Let's have a look. So, we need 2 Electrum, a redstone. Oh, we need some redstone. There we go. Make this guy. Alright, what am I missing? We need a power tap, don't we? So let's make a power tap. So I need 4 bits of redstone. There we go. Power tap. Reactor power tap. What am I missing? Ah, we need some more reactor casings. Oof, there we go. The reactor casings are actually probably the more expensive of the parts. So let's grab a power. Okay. I think we have everything. Let's make our way over to our little reactor from Big Reactors and see if we can hopefully do this. Yep. Alright, so we need our reactor control up there. We need our Electrum there. We need these 2 reactor access ports. Probably gonna have to go around the back of it actually to be able to get to that, but hey, that's fine. I can dig in there in a sec. So let's do that. And then we want our reactor controller there. We want this guy up there. Hey, there we go. Reactors online. Lovely. So that should be just fine. You need to get around the back of it, so let's dig in here just a tad. Oh, it's a little bit dark. Let's throw this torch here, I guess. I need to make sure nothing can spawn. Nah, we look good. So let's do this. We'll remove this one. And we'll put in our reactor power tap. There we go. And that should be fine. It's going to need a torch behind there, but except for that, it's going to be fine. I wonder if I can put this, like, there. We still got problems? No, we look good. Alrighty, so, power things happening. Lovely. So let's go get some power cubes, some energy cubes, so we've got somewhere to store our power. Now, this guy's going to be pumping out more power than we can actually handle, and to make the hardened energy conduits, you actually need mithril, I believe, and I haven't even got 1 bit of mithril yet. Yeah, the mithril ones, to be able to make the hardened energy conduits that do 400 RF per tick. So we're going to have to do it with these guys, which are 80 RF per tick, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect the leadstone energy cells directly to the power tap, so that way we should try and get as much as we can. And we can't make the extra utilities ones because their recipe's disabled, so we're a little bit limited on what we can do there, but hey, it's gonna be fine. So let's make ourselves some of these because we need a couple of those. I'm gonna start with 3 for the time being and see how long it takes to fill up. We're gonna need a load of these. Need 8 of those. Probably need 8 of those. And let's do this. So I think it's something like this to make the frames. Yeah, there we go. Some leadstone energy cells. And let's look at the rest of the cells in here. So for the hardened energy cell, we need a leadstone energy cell, some Damascus and such. Maybe it's going to be worth just making these. Nah, probably not. Alright, so we need some of these. So we need Electrum and we need redstone. Electrum blend is silver and gold. Okay. Alright, let's grab 2 of these then. So we need that. We need some silver. And we're probably just going to use our crusher, I think. So let's throw that in there. Grab some coal. and get that crushing. And now give us Electrum. I don't think I already have any Electrum. We've got the aluminium, sulfur, shiny, cobalt, glowstone, Ankmalon. We're going to need some Ankmalon. Let's grab a load of that. Yeah, I don't think I have any of that stuff. Alright, so let's wait for this to do its thing, get the gold out, and then we'll do the silver, and hopefully we should be just fine. Alright, so we've got some Electrum. Let's make some of these guys. So we're going to need some redstone conductance coils, which is red alloy ingots and Electrum. We got 2 of those, which is brilliant. And I think I have most of the other stuff. So we've got Ankmalon. I'm going to need some Damascus to do this. So it's these guys. So let's see if we can do that. Yeah, cool beans. So we got 2 hardened energy cells. The chances are I'm going to make more of these, but for the time being, I think it's going to be just fine. So that's going to do that. We're going to want a leadstone energy cell. Let's see if we can make some more of these, maybe. What is this? Ankmalon. I need another leadstone energy cell frame. Yeah, we can quickly make one of those. So it's that. There we go. We need some of you. Some of you. Let's make one of these. There we go. And we need a saw and Ankmalon, I think. Yeah, nice. And let's put the saw back in there. Sweet, okay, right, so we're kind of starting to get somewhere. I'm going to need that. Let's put that stuff in there. Throw our spare steel, Ankmalon, Damascus in there. And that stuff in there. Free up a little bit of extra space. And let's make our way back over here. So I'm going to get some more chests at some point. I'm going to go get some more wood, get some more chests and stuff. And we'll have an output and an input for the stuff going in. But for the time being, let's try and work on filling these guys up to the best of our ability. So we currently have the power tap here. Let's throw on that guy. And we'll see if this is going to function. So if I take this and I throw in some yellorium. So this is our input. Let's throw some yellorium in there. We'll throw a couple of bits in there. See if that fills it up. We need a little bit more than that. Let's throw another 2 bits. Yeah, that's filled us up. So now let's activate the reactor. And we're making 200 RF per tick, 250 RF per tick. We're not filling up in here, so I'm probably going to have to do that, maybe. That is that side, isn't it? Pretty sure it is. Ah, max input. That would be why it's turned right down. Yeah, there we go. Alright. So I wonder if it's the same for this one. Is this turned right down as well? Yeah, it is. Wow, cool. So, that's filling up. Lovely. Now, we're probably not getting the most that we can out of it, but at least we're getting something, right? Because that can accept 400. And we're making 262, so we're actually getting the max amount out of it as we can for the time being. I'm kind of glad that we've finally got this now, so we can start using the machines a little bit better. I guess we could bring the machines over now as well. Let me grab some cake. Yummy. And we'll take these machines over, and now we can actually start using them a little bit more functional. At the minute we've been using the steam dynamos, and they're horrendously bad, because obviously we can't use... I'll bring them over anyway, but we haven't got any type of infinite water source, so trying to keep the amount of liquid in them is extremely hard. That's why I made the survivalist generators to start with, but they're even worse. They're kind of good for MFR stuff, which we've already seen, but they're not really that good for anything else. So let's throw down our pulverizer and our induction smelter. And what we can do is when this guy's full over here, which he's kind of getting that way slowly, we can take it off and we can move it around this side. Luckily, when we move it off though, the reactor actually has a very large internal RF buffer that it can hold on to, which is nice, so we can do that. It might be worth changing this to outlet mode as well, so we want to inject waste into here so I can pull out the cyanite stuff that we need. I don't see myself making a larger reactor anytime soon, but I guess we could at some point do that, maybe, probably. Which one is it? Blue? Is it that one? That's this one, isn't it? Go on. Blue. There we go. Yeah. So eventually we can move on to a bigger one, but I very much doubt that's going to be anytime soon because that's like mega expensive. I might even dig around the back possibly to do this, or we can just have it connected at the top. Like, we could put this guy here, and then get our cables and connect those up. There we go. Cool beans. So we're starting to get power in there. It's not too bad. We can use this for the time being to power most of our machines, and I might even, depending on how much we actually make out of this, start powering some of the other machines as well, like the MFR stuff. It really depends on how much cyanite we can get our hands on. Not cyanite, how much yellorium we can get our hands on, because it lasts for some time. You know, we've had this in here for what, a couple of minutes now, and we still are 100% full on our core status. We've only depleted 4.1%, which we can refine anyway and reprocess, so I'm happy with that. We can get a load of power in here and it'll last for some time. Yeah, lovely. Cool beans. Alright, guys, well, that's going to be that for this episode. Hopefully, in the next one, I would have figured out how to change this computer craft program around so that we can still mine in the nether but skip the nether quartz. If I can even do that, but I'm going to give it a try. And if I do manage to do it, because I know that's going to be mega helpful for you guys, I'll actually give out the... I'll try and give it out for you as well so that you can play with it yourself. According that it works. I'm not that great at computer craft. But yes, there we go. Cool beans, I will see you soon. Have yourself a great day. Have a good one as always. And goodbye.